TV back to the time of the relay, washing up. She's trying to get my details these times. I'm trying to watch that he say, she say. I'm on the beach chilling out with Shorty. She ordering some fresh ceviche. How could you stoop so low?
A quick peek into the locker room as the players get set for the game ahead. Looking to make a big splash here tonight. All right, everyone. Greetings from 2K Sports. Get ready for some NBA action. Moments away, it'll be the New Orleans Pelicans going up against the Phoenix Suns. I'm Brian Anderson, and joining me at the table, Richard Jefferson and Grant Hill. We've also got Allie LaForce bringing us reports. With the playoffs around the corner, let's see how the West is shaping up. Taking a look at the Pelicans, with the playoffs fast approaching, they are well positioned at second place in the conference. And checking out Phoenix, well, record-wise, not even in the same conversation.
Checking out the Pelicans, their fans were expecting a lot from this team this year, and they haven't disappointed them. It's been a terrific season, and they're far from done yet heading into the playoffs.
All right, now the opening lineup for Phoenix. We've got Yves Missi, and it's Booker in at the 1. And for the Pelicans, Barnes is out there with Edey, and it's King in at the 1. Branham misses. And so it's Barnes with it. He brings it up for New Orleans. They went to Phoenix for their last meeting with the Suns, came out with a victory.
Well, in this last matchup, they captured the win in large part because their backups provided a lot of the scoring punch.
And you can tell how important having depth is for them. Sometimes it's the difference between a win and a loss.
And coming into this game, Grant, is it fair to say this feels like it should be a blowout?
Well, on paper, that would be the assumption. But, B.A., this is why we play the games. Anything can happen, and any team can pull off an upset.
Here's Timmerman. He's coming off a 19-point game against Chicago.
And on top of everything else, he did a great job of helping control the boards at both ends. Yeah, he usually makes you pay from that range.
Flanders. And no good, but close on that one. So he'll shoot 2 now. He's got his first free throws of the night right here. First one falls for him. So he gets them both.
No surprise there. He's about as automatic as it gets from the stripe. I hope I didn't jinx him.
Booker, the pass to Branham. Holmes against Barnes. Shot clock at 6. Back to Holmes. Three-pointer. And King pulls it down. To the inside. Kicks it out to Barnes. The shot by Marks, no good.
Gotta applaud the defensive effort. It's not easy to stop him getting in the lane like that.
Pass to Holmes. Here's Branham. He's coming off a 13-point game against Chicago.
And he didn't just create offense for himself now. He did a tremendous job of setting up his teammates as well.
Oh, a nice slam by the swingman Barnes. His athleticism is his greatest strength.
A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
I briefly spoke with New Orleans head coach. He said they have their work cut out with Devin Booker, who can score in many different ways. Coach told me people talk about his deep shooting range, but his middle is just as lethal. And if you crowd him, he can take it to the rim. And he has the size to do damage there. Back to you, Brian.
Great work, Allie. Thanks.
0 for 4 to start this game. Some of it's execution, and some of it's just bad luck.
Here's King. And he lays it up and in.
Woo. Right now, they are humming along. 3 of 4 to start this game.
And so it's Booker with it. He brings it up for the Phoenix Suns. Nothing up yet on the scoreboard for him. Here's Branham. And there it is for him.
Getting this one to fall hopefully gets things rolling. Their first make out of 5 shots.
And we're approaching about 3.5 minutes played in this first quarter. Here's Flanders. And it's Phoenix with the rebound.
They say it's a make-or-miss league, and there's sometimes that you miss.
Outside for Booker. Here's the three. Here's Branham doing some damage on the offensive end, putting up a little over 14 points a game. Timmerman's shot is off.
And he felt like he needed a little bit more space with the fade to get off a shot, but that might have been what threw him off and made him miss.
Trying to find a spark here.
Yes, indeed. A rough stretch offensively. They could really use a basket.
Continuing to get better at facilitating Booker with a dime.
Marks, good.
This team looks to him to score the ball. They feel good when he's taking the shots.
Here's Branham, outside Booker, and the officials will call the illegal screen here.
The screener was leaning a bit right there. His feet may not have been planted. Pretty obvious call by the officials.
Look, guys get away with this all the time, but on this occasion, he got caught.
Here's King, coming off a 16-point game against the Jazz in Salt Lake City.
And a big part of that was his aggressiveness, drawing contact, and getting to the line.
Pick works well there, but the defense left a lot to be desired.
Yeah, that just comes down to a lack of effort. The defender has to do a better job fighting through the screen.
Now here's Booker, coming off a 31-point game against Chicago. And Keon Ellis gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul. Pass to Branham. Some nice ball movement by Phoenix. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Outside Booker. Launches it from deep.
It's been a struggle for them to get anything to fall.
Here's King, a real weapon on offense, averaging around 24 and a half a game. It's a 9-point spread. Here's Branham. Pass to Booker. Here's Misi. Here's Timmerman. He's guarded by Ellis. Sinks the 15-footer. Timmerman's got his second bucket on the night.
When guys are moving the ball, sharing it, it makes the game so much more fun, both as a player and as a fan.
Pulls up on the wing. Here's King. Here's Ellis. Here's Bassi, and the foul is called. He missed it, so he's got a couple of free throws coming his way. It goes on Yves Misi.
And that's a clever foul choice. I mean, cuts off the dunk and sends him to the strike.
New Orleans shooting their third and fourth free throw shots of the night. Down the stretch we come in the NBA season, Grant. What are the contenders honed in on?
Well, B.A., the biggest priority is to have everyone healthy. Without a full deck of cards, it's very tough to win a title. And, of course, maintaining positive momentum wouldn't hurt either.
Now here's Misi. Still without a bucket. Booker can't get it to go. Here's King. Pass to Ellis. Here's Blackman. Now Bassi. Here's King. A chance to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. Right side Booker. It's hauled in by Garnett.
I love how they've attacked the boards here in the first quarter. They've controlled the paint so far. That's been the difference.
It also allows them to play inside out, which will make them even more difficult to defend.
And so Ty Lue calls a timeout. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over.
Failing to find a rhythm offensively, something that needs to change and change soon.
And coach called his timeout to try and reset things on offense, shake them up a bit so they can hopefully start getting some shots to fall.
And with some time. New Orleans leading by 22. On the court right now, second quarter for the Suns. Saraf is out there with Sharp, and it's Booth in at the 4. Ellis passes to King. Here's Saraf. 10 points in his last outing. Pass to Booth. There's the triple. And King pulls it down. King's got 4 rebounds now. Going inside. Oh, he goes up high for the two-handed slam.
I tell you, a little extra pressure on D when you're up against a point guard who can elevate.
It doesn't make it easy, does it?
Yeah, hard to strategize for a guy who can make a pass or a play like this right in your face.
And there's the whistle. Illegal screen is the call.
You can get away with one once in a while, but it looked like he wasn't completely set on that pick.
You gotta blow the whistle when it's that obvious. Great call there by the official.
Here's King. Pass to Ellis. Quarter number 2 with just over a minute to play. Here's King. Back to Ellis. Over Sharp. Booth with the rebound. Outside Sharp. Pass to Saroff. Back to Sharp. The Pelicans pull it in. King's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Driving inside. Outside Kamara. This one for 3. Doesn't go, and he's 0 for 1 from the floor. And it's the Suns with the ball. In the second quarter, held scoreless. Next matchup, they'll be at home against the Wizards. That'll be the first of 2 games on their home court. Fires from deep. Drops in the 3. 5 points in the game.
You give a shooter of his caliber that much time to seam it up? Oh, yeah, you're done.
Over to the left wing. Here's King. He has 6. The 3 from Barnes. Saroff with the rebound. Here in quarter 2, we played a little over 2.5 minutes now. Outside Sharp. Tries a 10-footer, and it's off the back of the rim. No good. The Pelicans lead by 21. Pass to Ellis. Here's King. Now Barnes. Here's King. Here's Blackman. Sinks it from distance. Blackman's got 8.
I guess that defense thought they could live with that, and he punished them for thinking so.
And so Ty Lue calls a timeout, and we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust. And a look at the stats for him.
He's been playing a larger role in their offense over the past 5 games. And we see that in his usage rate, which has gone up during that stretch. We'll see if they continue to lean on him here tonight.
Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Pass to Holmes. Here's Saroff. He's guarded by Ellis. Stolen by Ellis. Over to the wing. Some nice passing by New Orleans here. Outside Barnes. And there's a pick from downtown. Timmerman grabs the miss. The Suns have gotten only 1 of 4 shots to go in. Oh, deflected. Barnes with it. Now guarded by Booker. Oh, and a fast break for the Pelicans. Second shot opportunity. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
I like watching Barnes challenge defenses like this, earning these calls in the process.
And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for the Pelicans.
Well, so far, their long-range shooting has been the story, doing damage from deep.
You know, another thing that has impressed me has been their numbers of points in the paint, just dominating down there. They're just getting whatever shot they want in close.
Messi, he's checked in for Phoenix. Pass to Blackman. Here's King. Barnes with a screen on Booker. King, the pass to Barnes. Messi grabs the board. Messi's got his 4th rebound in this one. And here's Holmes. Kamara covering. Back to Holmes. 6 on the shot clock. The Suns need to get off a shot. Timmerman. Here's Misi. And down it goes. Jam that one home.
Oh, nothing soft about that.
Was not going to be denied. Just took the dunk that was right in front of him.
And that's his MO. Be physical, get in position for the putback, and throw it down. The defense got to know that's what he's looking to do.
Yeah, kept his feet moving and found a window. Barnes doesn't need much room to operate.
Misi, high post. Back to Booker. He's got it. Just 2 of 7 from the field, though.
We know Book can hit those deep threes, but he's also effective around the rim.
Here's King. He's got 6. Pass to Barnes. The 3 is up. Oh, he can't sink it. He's 0 for 3.
He is just so deadly from out there. You expect that to fall.
All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Thanks a lot, guys. Devin Booker's focused on hooping and leaving a legacy. He said, my thing is, and Kobe said it too, inspiring the youth is everything. A kid grows up and is like, man, I want to be Devin. I want to dress like him. I want to play like him. And that's what makes me wake up in the morning. Back to you.
A role model for that next generation. Okay, Allie, thanks for the report. King, the pass to Barnes. Inside. And he jams it after taking the nice feed on the run.
Yeah, passing is a real skill of Barnes. He will make smart choices with the ball.
And so it's Booker with it. He brings it up for Phoenix. This game coming after a loss versus the Bulls.
I really think that L has to fall on their defense, or a lack thereof. Just not enough focus at that end of the floor.
Some of it was solid shooting from their opponent, but they didn't have any teeth with their defense. Need to be more active than they were. A quality pass, setting up a quality shot. It's just textbook basketball.
Barnes with a screen on Booker. Outside Barnes. The shot. And it's Phoenix with a rebound. Misi's got 6 rebounds now in the game. To the paint. Here's Blackman. And it's flushed down. A nice jam.
And that's what happens when you don't take care of the ball.
Hey, that makes the turnover hurt even more.
We know mistakes lead to breaks. That's just textbook right there.
Branham's checked in for the Suns. Here's Booker. He's got 7.
Number 3,
Pass to Branham. Here's Timmerman. Kamara covering. Now here's Holmes. Down low. Shot clock at 5. Timmerman's shot is off.
And you have to think that they're leading this game because of how they've controlled the boards tonight.
To the middle. It's blocked! And as it goes out of bounds, New Orleans will keep possession.
substitution on the court.
And so it's the New Orleans Pelicans ending the period up by a staggering 23 points. They've had incredible success defensively, taking away good looks and pressuring shooters. We'll be right back.
Welcome, everybody. This game revealing a big disparity in play. What a performance so far for the New Orleans Pelicans.
Inside the paint, they've been so aggressive, just steamrolling dudes.
Pummeling, drummeling, jackhammering. They're in demolition mode, baby.
Yeah, I'll get my hard hat for the second half. And now, how about a peek at the Western Conference standings as the playoffs come into focus?
You know, right now for New Orleans, they've been phenomenal. All the lofty predictions, the expectations, they've all come true. Now comes the hardest part, in the postseason. Every team is going to be gunning for them.
And that's a wrap on halftime. Thanks for watching as we send you back to BA to call the second half.
And As we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it's been a runaway. New Orleans leading by 23. Edey out there with Barnes. And it's Flanders in a 2-guard. That's the Pelicans 5. Now here's Edey. The D's right on him. Into the lane. And it's good for 2. Flanders has got 12 points in the game.
A great move. I mean, the defense has no response.
Yeah, taking it right to the rim. One imagines that might be discussed at halftime. That's going to be on the film.
Now here's Booker. Picked by Misi. From 12 feet. And Edey with the block. Here's King. About a minute played here in the second half. Here's Flanders. Tries again. And it's Phoenix with the rebound.
Well, you got to miss sometimes, but that one seemed like a gimme.
Things just don't seem to be clicking for them offensively.
Yeah, they really need to find a way to get back on track.
Booker for 3. Give him that one. Now shooting 5 for 11 from the floor.
Oh, the ever-expanding range of Devin Booker, making you pick him up pretty much at half court.
Just over a minute and a half played in the third. Drills it from deep. 16 points for him.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at him.
Yeah, I love the competitive fire right there. You drain a triple on us, and I'm coming for my revenge.
Now here's Misi, averaging around 6 a game. Pass to Flanders. Some nice passing by New Orleans here. Here's King. Give him 8 points now. Here's Marks. And again, it's New Orleans with a 3.
Yeah, he's in his bag from beyond the arc right now. You see his confidence.
And, of course, it helps space the floor, which gives this offense more room to operate.
Here's Branham. That one's good. Give the assist to Booker. Branham's got 5.
And what kind of defense was that? You can't give up wide open threes like that. What are you doing?
Pass to Marks. The 3. Offensive board. He can't get that one to fall. The Suns have gotten 2 of 4 shots to go since the break. Booker surveying the D. 5 on the clock. It's good. He's 6 for 12 from the floor.
When you come out to an NBA game, that's what you want to see. Devin Booker putting on a show.
Pass to Marks. Here's King. Screen by Edey. Here's Flanders. 12 points for him to the paint. In transition, here come the Suns. From the wing, Booker no good.
And they're up considerably because of their efforts on the glass.
Out to the right wing. Right wing. Here's Marks. Knocks down the triple. Marks has got 9 points now in the second half.
He's getting it done offensively, making winning plays at every turn.
Phoenix calls timeout. And one thing about this game, Grant, on any given night, you can see an upset.
Yeah, I mean, BA, it just shows how hard it is to be consistent night in and night out. Every team in the league has quality players. So if you're off your game even just a little, that could be enough to lose it for you.
And New Orleans making a change here. Pass to Branham. Fires the 3. And King pulls it down. The Pelicans have gone 4 of 9 in the third quarter. Barnes. Here's Garnett. Lets it go from deep. Timmerman grabs the miss. Outside Booker. Lets the 3 fly. It's hauled in by New Orleans. Now Barnes. Making a mark on the offensive end. Scoring around 13 a game. And the shot goes in.
And trust me, when the D's slow to react, he'll be the first guy to make them pay.
Yeah, they're going to do a much better job of putting a little bit of pressure on him on his way to the lead.
And Booker with the jam.
Plays hard in every facet of the game. Nothing that Booker can't do.
Here's King. Give him 8. Ellis passes to Barnes. Down low. Here's Garnett. And it's Phoenix with the rebound. Misi's got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. And he drives in. Outside Booker. Pass to Branham. Puts up a 3. Yes! And it's Booker with the setup. Branham's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
And their perimeter shooting numbers have been up since the start of the second half.
Here's King. Here's Garnett. It's Barnes on the wing. Tried to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. The Suns have gotten 5 of 10 shots to go. Here's Booker. Rebounded by New Orleans. King's got 11 rebounds in the game. Pass to Garnett. Edey with a screen on Holmes. Inside. Tipped. Uneasy, 2 on the layup.
At point-blank range, oh, yeah. You're not missing from there.
Now here's Booker. He's got 17. From outside the arc. Barnes with the rebound. Barnes has got rebound number 8 here already in the game.
Feed the interior. Good things will happen.
And here's Booker. Big-time offensive force he's been. He's averaging just over 31 a game. Pass to Branham. Clock at 6. To the left wing. To the inside. Hey, how's that for an answer? Right back with the dunk.
And that's how you lead a team. Literally.
So timeout called here. The first for New Orleans. Saraf, he's checked in for Devin Booker. And we have a chance to take a look at the teams that are wreaking havoc with their defense this past month. Second, the Pelicans.
The energy that they're playing with on D has been tremendous the past month, challenging every shot, making things hard on every opponent.
Ellis outside. The 3. Here's Edey. And the bucket counts. And he is on his way to the line. He'll try to make it a 3-point play. And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for New Orleans.
Look, they're getting good looks inside. It's been a point of emphasis all night long, but I love this hard-nosed attitude of this team.
Also, they were ultra consistent from outside, hitting a high percentage of those shots tonight.
Here's Timmerman. His offense has been solid, scoring around 11.5 points a game. That 3's off the mark. Drives to the hoop.
Just such a terrific dunker.
Man, born to fly, that's for sure. For Phoenix, they've gotten 6 of 14 shots to drop in this third quarter. Here's Branham. He's guarded by Ellis. Branham passes to Holmes. Here's Branham. 10 points for him. The rebound by Edey. Edey's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Here's King. Shoots over Saraf. And it's King missing. Offensively, it's been a struggle for him.
Yeah, they need to string together some shots to have any kind of chance.
Here's Branham. 4-3. Barnes with the rebound. Barnes has got 9 rebounds now. King, the pass to Garnett. And down it goes. 2 points. Garnett's got his second basket on the night.
Rate of baskets assisted, it's a stat I really like. It tells the story of how well you are playing team offense.
Here's King. Whoa!
Wow! Okay,
Real!
That's
That's what they came for.
Wow.
And a big-time jam right there.
That'll be a move to remember. Wow.
Yeah, great creativity in the air. Thanks for that great view, courtesy of the AT&T Connected Cam. Here's Timmerman. Some nice ball movement by Phoenix. Pass to Saroff. Here's Timmerman. He's guarded by Barnes. Here's Branham. And once again, off the mark by Phoenix.
Gotta find easier shots when you're already struggling. That's not gonna get it.
Timeout called. The Pelicans.
And something fans don't always get to see. Some of the closely guarded secrets that happen in that huddle.
And we see it so often. One little tweak to the game plan and everything.
Both teams deciding to change it up. Here's King. Out to the right wing. No one near him. Marks, good. Marks has got 15 points here in the second half.
They've been very well-rounded and extremely focused.
Yeah, not just an impressive showing on offense, but on defense as well, executing their game plan perfectly.
On the court right now for the Suns. They've got Devin Booker, and it's Holmes in at the 4. For New Orleans, they've gotten 7 of their first 10 shots to go during this fourth quarter. Blackman, no good. For Phoenix, they've gotten 4 shots out of 6 attempts to drop so far in the fourth. Booker on the take to the middle. Down low. Here's Misi. Marked it down low that time. Got hit with the 3-second call. Richard, the league taking some steps to prevent flopping. What's the criteria for what crosses the line?
It's called STEM. It's an acronym for secondary, theatrical, exaggerated movements. Yes, that's a real term. It's kind of a limited definition, and it basically says, don't be an idiot.
The shot by Marks, no good. And the Suns shooting just 35% from the floor. Outside Booker, pass to Branham, back to Booker. Ooh, good finish at the rack off the slick feed. Booker's got 21 points in the game.
Another shot right in the lane. That's been their MO this evening.
Here's Marks. Jacks up a 3. Hits the three-pointer.
His points are really adding up from the three-point line. He had 9 from distance in the first half, and he's only getting better.
Branham passes to Booker. Fires from 14. Rebounded by New Orleans.
And the defense was right on him there. Nice contest.
Here's King. Pass to Eason. There's the 3. And the Pelicans hit again from deep.
The assist numbers certainly stand out. They've really emphasized ball movement here today.
Back to Booker. All right, Grant, as someone who played for and managed the U.S. men's national team, give us your all-time starting 5.
And, I think I'll go with 2 of the program's all-time leading scorers, Kevin Durant and Carmelo Anthony. And finally, you have to have Kobe Bryant because of just how he reset the culture in 2008.
Marks passes to Blackman. And they recover it.
That's been the difference tonight. They've been insanely disruptive on the glass.
So let's head to the sidelines. We've got some news on Zach Edey. Allie, what's the word?
Guys, I caught up with the head athletic trainer for New Orleans. He let me know that it's a strained hip, which causes plenty of soreness and shooting pain in that area. It's an injury that may have sidelined some players, but they've cleared him to return. I'm sure he'll be playing through some pain, but he'll try to get through it.
Allie, thanks for the report.
Oh, it's the kind of news you just dread hearing. Here's hoping for a smooth recovery.
He just rises up and throws it down hard with one hand.
That is such a go-to move for him. He holds nothing back on those. Well, Richard, we know that coaches will sometimes criticize their team's performance in those post-game press conferences. But where's that line?
Well, I think coaches should always use I. When you say I, and I as the leader of the team, I have to have them prepared ready. I didn't do a good job making sure that I demanded the type of execution. That first always helps.
King, the pass to Bassie. Here's King. He's guarded by Misi. Just 5 on the clock. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
I just love the strong finish there inside.
Man, he's got that dunker's mindset, doesn't he? Always ready to pounce. Some nice ball movement by Phoenix. Inside. Now here's Holmes. Tight defense on him. Yep, that one's good. Booker's got 13 in the second half.
Oh, I love that possession for them, ending with an assisted bucket.
New Orleans calls timeout. Well, you want officials to get the calls right, but for video review, maybe institute a 2-minute time limit, you think?
I would love a good 2-minute time limit, but the worst thing to do would be to go to a 2-minute time limit and then have them not get it right. Then you wasted all that time for nothing.
Their ball movement on this run has been tremendous. It's led to a lot of good, clean, open looks.
Pass to Branham. And here's Misi. Here's Branham. Now Holmes. Here's Misi. And King pulls it down. Pass to Blackman. Now here's Bassi. Barnes feeling it out a bit. And it's Phoenix with a rebound. Misi's got 14. Yep, 14 rebounds for him tonight. They're searching for a way to score.
Yeah, buckets have been very tough to come by.
I like the intention, the focus, finding a way to make it work inside.
And the Pelicans making a change here. Here's New Orleans now. They're on a 14-6 run. Here's King. Booker defending. To the paint. Here's Flanders. And Holmes pulls it down. Holmes has got 4 rebounds now.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
Here's Timmerman. Pass to Branham. Outside Booker. To the inside. Misi. And down it goes. Dunked it through off a beautiful setup.
The defense expects Booker to find his own shot, but he gives it away off that pick and roll.
Here's Flanders. Well, you ask the older generation about load management, they'll bend your ear about back in the day, Grant.
Oh, yes, we will. But it's true that today's players average more distance covered per game, even if they're not walking uphill both ways. So you got to take that into account. And you can see how scary this team can be when everything is clicking for them. Just a terrific performance for the Pelicans.
And you don't usually see this kind of blowout, but tonight they delivered the punishment.
I mean, what's so impressive is they never wavered in their approach. They just kept at it and showed they were without a doubt the better team.
And looking at their record now, tonight's win gives them 45 on the year. And one player just stole the show tonight, doing everything for his team. A monster night for Slim.
What a night. Doing it all. A triple-double. It takes a special player to do that. You have to enjoy watching this guy play.
Personal foul. Third team foul. At the line for the Suns.
No good on that one.
2 shots.
And the second free throw is good.
He's going to be kicking himself all night. This isn't the time to be wasting opportunities.
Here's King. Booker defending. It's Bassi. High post. The ball's knocked loose. Just 1 second separating the shot clock and the game clock. Picked by Holmes. Down low. Here's King. Pass to Bassi. Here's King. Defended by Holmes. And so it's the Pelicans taking care of business in this one. We saw 2 different teams tonight. One played with confidence, operating flawlessly. The other just looked lost.
And the energy in this building was awesome. The crowd was involved from the jump, and once they started to really pour it on, it was fun to see how it all came together.
And that'll do it, folks. For Richard Jefferson, Grant Hill, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson saying thanks for watching. And before we go, we'll leave you with our player of the game.
Yeah, let's get on down to nitty-gritty like I said. Like I said. Yeah, let's get on down to nitty-gritty like I said. Yeah, let's get on down to nitty-gritty like I said.